We are here to celebrate Hetero Awesome Fest. What is Hetero
Pride Month?
No. This is no. You silly little girl. No. This is to counter Pride Month because listen, the gays have all month. So Idaho. What is it? Directly Idaho State Capitol in Boise, Idaho. They did this thing called Hetero Awesome Fest, a.k.a. Hetero Awesomeness Fest. It took place this June 20th to the 21st, just a 2-day event in Cecil D. Andrus Park. The festival was organized by Mark Fitzpatrick, who gets all the ladies, guaranteed. He owns a bar, in the Old State Saloon, and founder of Hetero Awesome Group. Their stated mission is to a celebration of traditional family values and traditional holes. We're fans of traditional holes. No, I made that last part up.
I just found out yesterday that they don't have Waffle Houses in Oregon or Idaho.
I've never seen a Waffle House in my life.
There.
Do they have them in California? I've never seen one here either.
Well, like Denny's.
They have Denny's, but that's not a Waffle House. Are you talking a Waffle House? Like
I thought that was the same thing, like a diner. Like
no, there's a place called Waffle House.
Place for brunch.
I thought there was a place called Waffle House.
No, they were saying they don't have any diners or anything like that up there. Waffle House.
Yeah, they had Denny's for a while. They have this. They had a couple, but they're mostly
they were
mom.
just lying to me. Okay.
Like mom and pa owned. Sherry's was one that was in my town.
What were they even talking about? Anyway, moving on.
Okay. But this whole thing, the tone was described as a not your limp-wristed woke fest, a full-on celebration of family values and guts. So basically, like, people got mad at the gays and did this thing in Iowa, and I just thought it was fun. It's Hetero Awesome Fest. Celebrate our normalness, Electra. We get to celebrate it. And then there it is. What's that? It flopped. Uh-oh. That's not good.
Nobody showed up? They don't want to be hetero anymore? They want to be gay and lesbian?
I guess they're just living with their wives and not going to the... How do we know what you're doing with your wife if you're not at the Hetero Fest? But supporters of the festival have now turned to social media asking for money to cover expenses, including security costs exceeding $18,000, money they expected to raise from all the straights, all us breeders in attendance that didn't show up because we were at home breeding. And so let's check out
June, and it's still Pride Month, but Hetero Awesome Fest has come to a controversial end. I'm your neighborhood reporter Jessica Davis, speaking with the organizer of the festival and his response toward racist comments made at his event during a podcast.
It's top-notch American city.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
There are still very good bars around, great food. There's the Basque District. Again, it's clean. There aren't any black people here.
This is Dave Riley, the co-host and co-producer of The Backlash, a talk show described as the premier American nationalist talk show. Riley made those comments at the Hetero Awesome Festival this weekend at...
It's almost like he knew he had to whisper that.
So the only people that showed up to the Hetero Awesome Fest were white nationalists?
What kind of pussy white nationalists do we got nowadays that have to whisper?
Dang.
They don't have black people here. You can get away with way worse on YouTube.
That was so messed up.
That was so pitiful in every possible way. I'm a racist, but I'm a pitiful racist. I mean,
Cecil D. and
my grandfather's rolling over in his racist grave right now. He was a real racist. Asshole, but a racist, I guess that's not a but. And asshole and a racist.
Just Park in Boise.
They said, hey, can we set up and do a live broadcast, an interview. They wanted to sit and interview with the speakers that were coming to our event.
Mark Fitzpatrick is the owner of Old State Saloon, who put on the controversial event celebrating straight pride. And he's seen on video during Riley's comment. He says he didn't hear Riley because he didn't have the podcast headphones on.
You will never hear that from me. I won't say that. Nor do I think it was wise or a kind thing for him to say.
I reached out to Riley for an interview Monday. He wasn't available, but sent me this statement saying, quote, "Diversity is a weakness, not a strength. The LGBTQIA plus movement is satanic. Straight white people are welcome and wanted in Idaho. Christ is king."
So you have somebody who's his own thing and has his own persona, right? He has a podcast, so he's going to choose to do what he decides to do.
Oh, these fucking podcasters, huh?
I'm not going to apologize for something that somebody else said. I will say, like, I definitely wouldn't have said it.
Fitzpatrick
You ever seen white men dancing? This is what it looks like. Do dance to dance.
says he isn't racist, citing his Christian faith.
As long as they recognize they're a sinner and they know that Jesus Christ died on the cross for their sins. It doesn't matter what color you are.
Owner of Old State Saloon, Mark Fitzpatrick, tells us that they've learned a lot from this year's festival that they are going to keep in mind for next year, confirming that the Hetero Awesome Fest will be back in summer 2026. I'm your neighborhood reporter, Jessica Davis, reporting for Idaho News 6.
Electra, clear your summer schedule 2026. We're going to go show those motherfuckers how to be straight. Electra, you're muted.
We're not going to Straight Fest.
Did you notice the multicolor slides? I thought that was a fun touch. Rainbow slides at the Straight Fest. That's fun. And then also a very straight music and straight dancing going on right here. All right. Only 50 people showed up to the straight.
What do you think about this lane of the people that are not marginalized after the marginalized group claims that they have pride in themselves, and then the non-marginalized group decides they're going to claim pride? Like, how do you feel about that?
Well, I think they call that reverse racism is what it's actually technically known as a thing where let's not get into it. We're libs over here, but I'm actually an old school lib where I'm probably more in the center than you think. But I think just everyone deserves common courtesy, respect, and dignity, whether they think Jesus died on the cross for them or not. Everyone just deserves it. And then if you immediately prove me wrong, then fuck you. I hate you. Not your whole group, just you. I think that's how it should be.
Right, individual hate, not
hate is an individual
group hate.
Yeah, hate is best done individually. Love is best done in groups. So,
are you sticking with that?
Orgies, baby. Yeah. I mean, it's a nice park. It's just look at all the look at the color. Like, hey, we need to order some slides for this straight event. We only have rainbow slides. Yeah, that's gonna be a problem.
Rainbow bouncy houses.
Look at it, it's all rainbow.
By the way, how many orgies have you been to, Casey?
One, and it goes my whole life. Thank you.
I'm finally.
All right, here we go. Let's take a look at some of the straight ladies. Lady time at the straight. Yeah, here we go. I thought it was a trans at first.
Here at Heterosexual Awesome Festival. I'm so excited to be here.
Too much makeup.
The gays are mad that this is what's getting attention during Pride Month. I'm so excited. There aren't many opportunities here in Idaho to really be proud of being heterosexual. And so I'm so excited to show off my pride of being straight today.
What kind of woodland creature is this, Electra? Is this venomous? I guess is my question.
Is
this creature venomous?
Yes, I'm afraid so.
What is this?
This is Goth Girl.
Idaho has think about the 50 people. Listen, we missed an opportunity because we should have got every one of those 50 people's names, faces, and they would all been superstars. That is 50 locales that you got to this thing, and we missed them all. Look at it. Here's just one. You would have been a superstar. Demonica, whatever your name is. My name is Monica. My name's Monica. You can call me Demonica.
I hope you can all celebrate with me.
Boise's, it's a really nice.
Oh, yeah. So here's the clean because they kind of, they covered it up here. Here's a nice little clean version of it. And by the way, again, say what you want. This is racist or whatever, but it is cowardly the way he says it. If you're going to be a nationalist, don't whisper it. Balls out, man. Like that tweet, like your double down tweet, right? Listen to how pussy is with this
place. It's
for
beautiful.
An American city.
It's top-notch American city.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
There are still very good bars around, great food. There's the Basque District. Again, it's clean. There aren't any black people here.
And tons of Mormons.
There's a lot of more.
The smiles, everyone.
Yeah, that bar owner at the far right, he was saying he didn't hear it. He just laughed at it.
He's right there. He
totally heard it.
No, I didn't hear him. I'm 8 feet away.
What a liar.
Chef's kiss in a city.
All right, here are some of them. Listen, ladies, we're going to have to do a dip test after this. Electra, these two are men, are some of the single men. Also, I need to get a shirt that says hetero.
No, you
and wear it on blind. And wear it on Blind Mike next week. I'm doing that. I'm writing that down. Hetero. Where's my hetero shirt? You know, if I'm looking at a guy in a hetero shirt, I never questioned that until the moment I saw that shirt, you know? Yeah. You could have a rainbow flag on your shirt, and I'm like, maybe he just likes rainbows. But if you got a hetero shirt on, cocksucker. Pillow biter. And if you have a neck chain.
And if you're headbanging with your boyfriend.
In front of a multicolored bouncy house at Hetero Fest.
Hetero.
Hey, so I'm gonna go check out this Hetero Awesome Festival. It's a bit windy out, so I hope it doesn't screw up the audio, but
it's almost like the South Park guys wrote this, right?
If you didn't know,
this is real, right?
Yeah.
It's not acting like that other lady.
Capitol building.
No.
So yeah, there's the Capitol building. First thing that's kind of weird about this whole situation is it's all fenced off. The whole thing is fenced off. Like all the way around. There's like an orange perimeter fence.
You gotta pay to get in, buddy.
The No Kings protest
straight ain't free.
Yeah,
like
they want your
fenced
money.
off situation, closing off the ability to go in. And from what
we had to pay $18,000 in security costs. Of course, we needed that fence wasn't cheap.
It looks like there's an entrance over there, and an entrance maybe on that corner. I'm gonna walk the perimeter and just kind of check it out and see what's going on. But
not for nothing, Idaho looks beautiful.
Yeah, so the Capitol building.
It's a sweet and salty, chewy granola bar, you bastard.
Zinger from Dylan.
I'm on my 7th hour of podcasting today. You bastard. Hungry.
That
Daddy's
is a true
hungry.
story.
What?
So I mean, we have. Now I'm inside of it. You see the crowd.
That's what all heteros say.
That Hetero Awesome. Get an idea of the vendors.
Seemed like pretty tough security there.
Yeah, he could have
Walked
jumped
right
that
in.
little fence.
Nice day. It's a bit chilly. It's like 64 out here.
Perfect day to be hetero.
With a breeze.
What does that one say? After death? That was like a mortuary advertisement right there. On
Yeah,
that
it's
little...
a lot of I'm seeing a lot of pro-life propaganda, which is okay. Okay, straights, I get it. We breed. All right, all right.
Oh, copyright song.
So here's
yeah.
I like this song though.
Bring it down a little bit through this section. Give the algorithm a little something harder to find. Fuck you, algorithm. Blah, 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 blah.
Yes, Calvin. Top quality DNA in that crowd.
Yes. It's a proven fact. Granny sounding blowjobs disrupt copyright claims. There we go. Suck it in, suck it in, suck it in, Rick in, Rintin. Look at Gay Berlin. We're all straight, so I'm trying to do straight song.
Look at us being straight.
No, look at that.
In
That
my
is
straight shorts.
That is
and my straight socks with
that
my
is
straight kinkles.
That's a man.
There's the
I thought it was Quakers.
Cybertruck. I wonder if they still are big fans of Elon
Ooh,
Musk and the Cybertruck because of what he's done. But
what he's done,
Oh, I see those by my house. Those are weird cars.
he's banished his child who's not straight, who's part of the LGBTQIA plus
Has
community.
he really?
Oh,
Elon
yes.
Musk did that?
Oh yes, he does not like his what? Forget her name. She's starting to pop up all over the place, so she's going to be annoyingly famous, but kind of like a stick in the eye to Elon. So if you like that, the richest man in the world should have a little annoyance, I think. Just a tiny bit of annoyance.
Question for the city of Venice. Actually, it's not a city. It's part of the city of Los Angeles. But question for you, I think.
Is Venice Beach, California, ready for Joey C moving there? Yes. Venice Beach can handle a Catalano or two. It's had its share of characters over here. Google Abbott Kinney, the guy that created the town, and he's sort of a psychopath that wanted to turn an area that was a swamp into Venice, Italy. And ever since then, he brought in, workers he wasn't supposed to use. The government said, nope, you can't use Chinese. He brought in Chinese. He said, nope, you can't use black people. He brought in black people. He gave him Oakwood community, where is a huge community in Venice, where black ownership is the highest in all of Southern California, because they helped build Venice. So Venice is multicultural. Joey, it's built for weird. It's the capital of weird.
Joey, you'd be maybe the least weird.
Joey,
least
you were
loud. You're not used to LA and Venice where everybody wants to be seen and heard, and they're all acting out to get seen and heard. And so you'd have competition.
Well, the fun part about it, Joey, is you'd get to relax. You'd see all the madness and realize, oh, okay, now I get to kind of just figure out what's my role in this little city here, because it's not, the thing about those communities, where you are, is they're more sort of like, I call strip mall communities, right?
Conservative.
No, I'm saying they're like, they are that, but they're like the valley here, like if you go to San Fernando Valley, there's just like, they're strip malls. That's how the communities are built. They're built around the strip mall, the apartment buildings around the strip mall. Venice is built around a series of canals and railroads, and then they ripped them all out. And so it's very unique. And so it's a fun place to live, just to walk around and enjoy your life. Joey, you would have a great time here.
Oh, I didn't know that your son was born in California, Joey.
Yeah.
Learned something new today. Thank you.
Side note, cost per square foot in Venice Beach right now is higher than Beverly Hills. So there is unfortunately that. It's
Beverly Hills is so boring.
Yeah. I'm just saying, when Snapchat moved over into Venice Beach, they bought 13 blocks of buildings and just jacked the price up, and that changed Venice forever, the pricing here. Because then, like, smaller landlords like mine had to compete with that. Oh my God, this is so boring. So Joey, Venice might be hard. Like, getting a place in Venice, at a reasonable rate for a big enough space for you and your family might be hard. Mar Vista, Marina del Rey, El Segundo. We can talk. Those are just minutes from Venice, but they have a little Culver City.
Maybe like $200 a month cheaper, but you're still, for a 2-bedroom, you're still looking at $3,200 a month for a 2-bedroom.
Where I live, because I have rent stabilization, if I were to move out, it would almost triple my rent. I wouldn't be able to move back into the neighborhood.
Your apartment would triple in cost if you moved out.
Yeah, it's market value here in LA. The great thing, though, Joey, is whenever you do move here, it freezes it at that point. And so, 5 years from now, you have a cheaper apartment than your neighbor because you've been here longer. There is, unless they do away with that, which I don't think they will. But oh my God, okay, that's enough real estate talk here on. Let's back to the Straits.
Yeah, there's
us. I mean,
Old State Saloons, Cybertruck.
That is the stupidest looking car ever. So stupid.
And such.
It's a man car.
Yeah,
it's
a truck. That's about it.
So stupid.
Honest to God, that's really it. You can kind of see what we're looking at here. Middle of the day, I can tell you the No Kings was, I don't know, 100 times bigger at least. It's just this whole grass area, all the way to that building over there, to the Capitol, was completely packed for the No Kings. I was here taking
full of
photos.
Queers.
I took video, and now we have the Hetero Awesome Festival right here now. So.
They call it No Kings because it was just a bunch of queens. Imagine that.
That's
Idaho had a huge liberal, parade. It was highly attended,
and everybody was there.
The next week they had a hetero fest 50 people were there.
Hetero Awesome Fest.
Awesome, yeah.
Don't forget
the
the
awesome,
really, part.
The awesome. They really thought that's gonna make the word turn.
Yeah.
Word turn.
Yeah.
Turn it all around.
There you go. That's what it is.
They think a lot about their worms. I'm just saying. These guys.
Where's all the food and fun and stuff? There's nothing to do.
I don't see any food
Stupid.
booths.
Actually here.
And there's no one banging heterosexually, so what is the point?
Just wanted to check it out.
Catch 22 Sunday. Catch 22